you're buying didn't appraise. Step one, don't panic. There may be ways to restructure your loan so that your monthly payment is only affected minimally and your down payment is not affected at all. Stick around, I'm going to show you what I mean. Hey everybody, this is the Raleigh Realty Mom, Heather Taylor Petrovich, and today we're going to talk about appraisals. You may remember that last year I did a video about appraisals. You can find that one right here. And we discussed the fact that if your purchase price is higher than your appraised value, you may have to pay the difference in cash. Well, with the market as hot as it is right now, almost every house is selling way above asking price and risking the fact that the house may not appraise. The good news is there may be some options for you other than coming out of pocket for the difference between your purchase price and your appraised value. I spoke with Eric Sayer of Legacy Peak Mortgage to discuss what options you may have. Check it out. This is Eric Sayer of Legacy Peak Mortgage, and we had an interesting conversation following that video regarding the fact that there are ways to restructure a loan so that you actually don't have to come out of pocket the full $9,000 difference, I believe it was in my example.
Yeah.
So in my example, just to recap, it was a $350,000 house. We were putting 10% down, and the house appraised at $340,000. The net difference, if you kept all the terms the same, was an extra $9,000 out of pocket for you. But Eric, tell me a little bit about what other options we have if a house appraises low and what the effect will be on our monthly mortgage and out of pocket and all that.
Sure. So, one of the options that's available to you, rather than coming up with the extra $9,000 to maintain that 90% loan to value, is we can just restructure your loan to change the PMI. Because with 10% down, you're going to have private mortgage insurance. And so on that $350,000 scenario where it appraised for $340,000, 90% is going to be $306,000. So with $350,000 and 10% down, you're at a loan amount of $315,000. Very simply, what we're going to do is just take that $315,000, the same loan amount that you wanted to start with to begin with, and we're going to recalculate the loan to value, dividing it by $340,000 instead. So that may come out to maybe like 92%, 92.5%, somewhere in that ballpark. All that's going to change for you there is going to be your mortgage insurance, because the interest rates for a down payment of 5% to 19.99% are exactly the same for your credit score. You could maybe see some variation slightly if you have maybe a lower credit score, but if you're in that top tier of 740 plus, you're going to be looking at the exact same interest rate. All we'll do is we'll just adjust the PMI payment to compensate for not being at 10% down, but being between 5 and 10% down. And so a slightly higher monthly payment, but you get to keep $9,000 cash in your pocket.
So essentially what you're saying is you're no longer putting 10% down, you're putting 8% down or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in that ballpark. And again, it's the same loan amount, the same cash to close. The only thing that would be impacted would be your mortgage payment a little bit, just because of a little higher mortgage insurance payment.
And give us an example of a slightly higher PMI. How much are we actually talking?
Yeah, it's hard to say without running through specific scenarios on the computer, but if you have good credit score, 740 plus, you could be looking at maybe $10, $15 a month.
Wow.
Something like that, very small.
So instead of
maybe
9
20.
extra grand out of your pocket, it's $10 or $15 a month.
It could be, yeah, somewhere in that ballpark.
All right, cool. So that's really what I wanted to talk over with you, is just the fact that you don't have to panic if your appraisal does come in low. And I know we're talking about this all the time with the market so hot. Awesome. All right. Well, that was all for today. Thank you, Eric, with Legacy Peak Mortgage.
That's right.
Yes. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope this cleared up some questions you may have about what to do if your house does not appraise. If you have any further questions, because of course there's a million nuances to this whole thing, you can email me at RaleighRealtyMom@gmail.com, or you can contact Eric Sayer directly. His email is whatever that says. His email is also in the notes below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.